You're listening to Weeknight Wizards.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weeknight Wizards. I am your unfriendly neighborhood GM, Anthony, and I am joined by four of my favorite role-playing compatriots. We will start out with a question. I suppose we've gone through every other form of media. It's time to talk about movies. Please, give me your name, give me your character's name, try to summarize your multi-class whatever you're playing in a succinct way, and tell us what is your guilty pleasure movie.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, okay.
He was never
But
felt guilty.
But also tell the truth. Joe.
I will tell the truth. I should
I
think
can-
about it.
Oh, okay, Greg, start.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Gregory. I play Vera of Paris, who is a Hexblade warlock and Gorgon. I think my guilty pleasure movie is I really like that film Stardust with I think Robert De Niro's in it. In a great turn of character,
Yes.
Mr. De Niro. I don't know if you knew he's a decent actor.
I've heard of him,
But
actually.
Good things.
but yeah, Stardust is kind of cheesy in a lot of ways, but it also hits for me a lot of the right notes of like fantasy that isn't trying to be like high fantasy that's always about typical D&D shit, I guess. It's like nice to have an independent world with its own like lore and stuff, and it definitely feels like a comfort film. So I'm a big fan of Stardust. I will freely admit that I have made the mistakes a couple of times in my past to try to impress somebody that I wanted to date by like the first movie that we'd watch together, and it's like it's way too honest and like
That's
it's
too
way
vulnerable.
too yeah, it's also way too like hard on its sleeve for like the third date that your second date you have with someone. So I've learned
what,
that, and
That's what Marvel movies are for.
well, you say that, but then my second date with Andrea, and we're still together, was Inglourious Bastards. So you know,
Wow.
you take
Other
some
end of the
good and
spectrum.
some
That's a
bad.
good third date, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
As long as you both enjoy seeing Hitler machine gunned in the face, it's a great date.
Spoiler
doesn't?
alert. Joe, have you seen that?
No.
Bonjourno.
No, I don't watch movies.
Oh my god, the hits do not stop coming. Amazing.
It's because I speak first best Italian.
I have seen a Tarantino movie. Several.
Just
Well,
one.
that's good.
I've seen Kill Bill. Is that
I thought you were about to
Tarantino?
say you've seen Kill Bill 2 and
That
not
is-
Yeah,
Kill Bill
not the
1, or
first
something
one.
like
I,
that.
Yeah.
I have not seen the sequel.
Joe,
That's
since
more
you're talking, why don't you go next?
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
next. Hi, my name is Joe. Famously, do not watch movies. I play Quintillion. I do actually watch movies. They're just only bad ones.
That's why I'm very curious about your answer for this question.
I know it's kind of tricky because like I don't generally watch movies more than once. I think of the movies I have watched more than once, I would say Ocean's 11 is probably it.
How can that
Guilty
be your
pleasure
guilty
movie.
pleasure
It's
movie?
just a good movie.
Son of a bitch,
Okay,
Shaman.
I'll be more honest. It's Digimon the movie
There it is.
There it is.
That's pretty good.
with the Bare Naked Ladies soundtrack and the weird cartoon at the beginning, and how
That is
it's 3 separate movies in Japan that they edited into one movie that are barely tied together. It's that one.
That's
Like-
very good.
the world advanced to a point where the Bare Naked Ladies were doing the soundtrack for a Digimon movie. Like that is like I'm glad we live in this universe and in this timeline.
It's like it's like 1 week too. Like that song
Yeah.
rips.
yeah.
Hi, my name is Nick. I play One Eye, the Turtle Bonk. I would say that I don't know if it's a guilty pleasure or nostalgia, but Three Ninjas. some Rocky, Tum Tum, and Colt are I can watch it over and over, and I really enjoy it. It's very cheesy and I don't know.
That definitely counts.
I love it. It's so good. So yeah, that's all.
And I'm Michael. I'm playing Manny Hilden. I'm struggling with this because it's like I'm bad at watching a lot of things, as a lot of people know in this. But what comes up for me is like a lot of I can't call them childhood movies because I'm like they were really all from the 80s, but like anything that like the Henson Company did in the 80s or early 90s, like I'm thinking because I'm like Dark Crystal, or I think of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. I'm just like those kind of movies that were just like feel like those were just such like I was so riveted as a kid, and I'm like I mean a lot of them I think they hold up in their own weird ways, but like just like the weird fucking 80s movies, those were I really love.
Is that really a guilty pleasure?
I think it's guilty. I mean, I think about it in terms of it's like an indulgent watch.
It's guilty
not...
if he feels guilty about it.
That's
Right.
true.
It's true.
Sin is in the eye of the sinner.
Yep, that holds up.
Anthony,
You froze for me, Michael.
you're last.
You all froze for me too.
Oh, you're back.
Great. Yes, I'm Anthony, and I'm playing everyone else, and my default answer for this is Wedding Crashers.
Mm-hmm.
I have a minor in film studies, and I fucking love Wedding Crashers. It's so funny to me.
Stage 4 clinger over there.
Oh, John and I did do that thing where we watched Hot Tub Time Machine 2. We were trying to watch it 12 times in a 24-hour period.
Yeah.
We were unsuccessful.
You made like 4 times though, right? Which
no,
is still
like
impressive.
9.
Jesus,
we were
very
we
impressive.
were really close. We have those recorded somewhere.
But yeah, my brother and I will watch that, and we will laugh at not the jokes. We'll laugh at like everything else. I've watched it. The guilty part is the number of times I've seen that film.
That's the criminal act.
Not over a 24-hour span, but definitely a lot of times.
Don't watch Hot
Okay.
Tub Time Machine 2. It's bad.
First one's funny.
Especially not without seeing the first one.
Yeah, we did not do that. It's bad until the 6th watch, and then it's great. And then it goes back to immediately being like actual torture.
Good. Who would like to give me a summary of what happened last time? Last time on Isles of Hebria.
I did just read the notes, and I promptly forgot them all. So we have finally made it to this city, which we wrote down somewhere. Ceres, the Jewel of Styria, and it is the largest city we've been in. It's very metropolitan. It's very like gilded, or not gilded, but it's like cosmopolitan. It's like kept up well. It's very bustling, and we made our way over to meet Lord Vadric, who none of us knew, but Quinn knew a little bit about him. That he was the advisor for the House Siderian, which is one of the major houses in the Empire, right? He met us. He turns out he's a Dhampir, an extremely powerful, not vampire spawn. That's the wrong thing. But like they're turned from a vampire, right? But he's not a true vampire.
It's a half vampire.
Half vampire. Okay.
He is the son of the only vampire in the world.
Right.
Dracula.
Nope.
Drail, right?
Drail.
Trail. Yeah.
So he has enlisted us and the Beast of Burden, and of course mistakenly asked us about if we were related at all to the Beaks of Vernhorn, which was very offensive since we're nothing alike that team, but has instead, he brought us all in. He interviewed us all to kind of get a sense of if we were gonna up for the task, and he's entrusting us to find this item that will nullify the cursed scepters that have been infiltrating the metropolitan areas of Styria. No, that was mostly it, right?
Yep.
I think they're the Dark League of Artificers, known as the Metallurgists, are the one that he suspects are doing, giving these out.
Correct. And they are also potentially in league with one of the witches from Vera's
Omara.
backstory as well.
not Omara. Omara's not her real name. We think.
Yeah. Shate.
Correct. That was a false
Shate.
name. It's yeah. How do you say it, Greg?
Shate.
Shate.
X- X as a SH.
Yeah. How did I say it? I think I said Shate.
It can be Shate.
Or Bashante.
knows?
Yeah.
It's a made-up name.
It's all made up.
It's
That's
all
the
made
beauty.
up.
That's the beauty of this.
Yes. Okay. So, thank you for the summary. We will open once again on Vadric's lovely, well-appointed office, where he has just interviewed the four of you individually, and has now invited you in to meet with him together. I believe my last line of the last session was, "Let's talk business." So, Quintilian would have been the last one interviewed. So the door is open to his office, and he invites the other three of you in.
Yeah,
Shuffle in.
I think Vera, like Quinn, maybe is getting up from the chair, and Vera stands behind him and pushes him back down into the chair to be the face of the negotiations, but stands scythe in hand directly behind Quinn, and leans over and says, "All right, business boy, it's your time to shine."
I think he prefers Business Bunny.
I absolutely do not prefer that.
I'm gonna spread that rumor though.
Business bunny, I like it.
Well, now that you mention it, I do. I definitely prefer that.
If you prefer it, I prefer it.
That's a strong negotiating point.
So Vera addresses Vadric and says, "Did we meet your criteria for employment?"
I'm sure you couldn't hear from outside the room because of the sound and dampening enchantments I have on the room, but I did say to your friend, "Let's do business."
Good.
So I think that you passed the test, and if you are still willing, still interested, I would love to send your group out to retrieve this item for me.
And for
Go ahead.
sorry for the players' notes, what was the item again? Just so I can write it down in these session notes too.
I can't tell you what it was again because I haven't told you.
Oh, well there you go. Then no wonder I don't remember.
It didn't come up in the interview.
Great.
Well, I suppose there's only 3 things to discuss, and the first 2 impact the third one, so, what is it and where is it?
It's bigger than a bread box. Oh, sorry, is that not the third thing?
Manny, we've been over this. The third thing is, how much are we getting paid?
Oh. This is why I always fail charades. No, it's not charades. The other game.
20 questions. Yeah.
Annie, this is why we stand in the back and let them talk.
Also, I feel like if you're gonna ask if something's bigger or smaller, why would you choose a bread box? I don't think that 50% of items are larger or smaller than a bread box. Doesn't. Anyway,
Well, canonically, in this world, bread boxes are 3 feet by 4 feet by 2 feet. Sorry, I'm done.
Fascinating discussion and excellent questions. The item in question, I believe, is a mask. Listen, I've lived in the Empire for a very long time, and I'm pretty sure that it's to the southeast in the mountains. I remember it being there. I remember it being in sort of like a mountain temple.
Sorry, when you
I've
say
been-
remember,
What's that?
when you say remember it being there, like you've been there, you've seen it, you
Uh,
don't have it,
Well, I don't have it. That's why I'm sending you to get it.
but you remember it being there.
I remember it being put in there, 800 years ago. It's hard to keep track.
well, now, so you're gonna send us for an item that may or may not be a mask to the mountains where it may or may not be.
It is a mask. That is certain.
All right, well, and to a temple that may or may not exist.
So I suppose as a mask,
Is this like
Dimensional-
generally how you advise people? I'm just
Dimension-
curious if this is your technique.
I could use less from the Minotaur. Thank you. I suppose as a mask, it's dimensionally in some ways bigger than a bread box, but in other ways it's flatter. So it depends on how you look at it.
Flatter like the earth.
God.
Are we gonna talk about that now?
No, I'd rather we not address it and move on. Is there anything we need to know about any particular markings or significance that would make it evident that that is the one we're looking for?
It is in a temple in the mountains.
Yes.
It is guarded somewhat, I would say.
Guarded
So-
By what?
Guarded by whom or what?
There's, you'd call it a dungeon, maybe. You're adventurers.
Yeah,
I'm not going to beat around the
classic.
bush. I need you to delve a dungeon for me.
Is there a dragon?
Yeah, there's a dragon fee.
Do you know what kind of creatures, what type of creatures could inhabit this dungeon? I just like to be prepared.
I know
Well-
that there were certain guardians put in place at the time that the mask was sealed away. But, like I said, it's been 800 years, and I'm not sure what's overtaken the dungeon. I'm not sure if you've been sort of to the Outlands recently, but there are hand creatures around.
Oh, more than just around in general.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a isolated incident.
Well, we cleared the city here, and you cleared your little town on the way here. But I think a lot of places are still overrun with freakish finger-bound monstrosities. So
Great.
Raises his hand.
expect digits.
Manny raises his hand.
Yes, Manny. What is it?
Is the mask cursed?
Is the mask cursed?
You remember it
no,
being cursed 800
no,
years
it's
ago?
not cursed.
Okay.
It is. Do you guys not know about the great masks of the gods?
Hang on.
Of
Hang on.
course, yeah. I know,
History roll? Yes.
Sure.
Okay, we roll
Can,
history.
Yeah.
can I roll history? Like.
Does Manny know?
I
With a 19.
So
a
he's
minus
just
one.
asking questions to be annoying.
I think Manny's disappointed with this advisor having the worst fucking intel he's ever heard.
I feel like if you had been doing the same job for 800 years, you would lose track of a couple of details.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also, if you have a network of spies and a whole bureaucracy under you, you could pay someone to find the details.
Quit poking
That's
holes
what
in
he's-
Anthony's
that's
plot.
what
all
he's
right.
doing right now.
Okay.
He's literally
He's
paying you.
outsourcing it. This is rough. Anyway, it's fine. I have 19.
Yeah, Michael, you would have heard tell within your, you would have heard within your herd tell of. I didn't like it either.
Heard tell is very good. It's a gossip in the world of minotaurs.
Yeah, that's pretty good. There are legendary masks that were created. In some legends, they were created to honor the gods. In some legends, they were created by the gods themselves. But you know that somewhere in your homeland there existed a great mask of the god that resides near there.
Do we know what god would be associated with the Outlands?
Let me open up my little reference that I made for myself here real quick.
I think Quintilian has heard of the masks, but he believes that they don't exist. They don't work.
That's completely reasonable.
I don't know why I decided this was going to be a character choice this session.
Hey,
I mean, you already started with Flat Earther,
I
so
know.
you've got
Right.
you're making
Yeah.
some strong
So-
character choices.
Michael, you would Manny would know or would recall legends of the mask of Jindo residing somewhere in your continent.
I was in. Okay, yeah, that's the northern or northeastern continent.
Yep.
I don't have a. Do we have access? We don't have a like a
To the
handout of
world map, we
maps.
don't.
We don't. Sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
We don't have a world map handout, so I was trying to look at it, but I'm like, oh, I can't.
I can give you a world map handout.
That'd be nice.
So with my history check, One Eye he doesn't know anything about the masks, but he assumes that Vera knows because it seems very witchy.
Ow.
Yeah, I also like profiling.
Mask of Jindo. What is that?
Jindo is the god, the steadfast. It's the god of loyalty. It's the wolf, big old wolf.
Oh, I was looking. Okay, yes.
Progenitor werewolves.
Yes, got it.
Yeah. Who Manny's actually interested, but that's the. So I guess I thought you said southeast. So, but is he saying it's in the northeastern continent? Because I think continent we are from, or I'm from, is northeast of where we are.
I like the mini map.
I needed to upload this. I'm gonna add that as a handout for you all.
Okay.
Yeah, we still only have Vadric's note.
I know. No, don't copy to folder.
Yeah, Manny raises his hand. Do you have a map? Patrick has to go rustling through his desk for a map for the.
No, Quintillion has a map he's gonna pull out, and because that was like my next thing was to point out where on the
How
map.
do I make a handout? I don't. Here we go. World. Players.
And Jindo.
Hey, there it is.
A god that Manny's still talking to because of his affliction, curse.
Yeah, let me just bring you guys to the map where I have drawn the route of your adventure thus far. So Vadric pulls this map off of his desk where it already is. He's not scrambling for details here. Assholes.
It's really just Manny.
The mountains that he's referring to are in the southwest, or southeast of Styria. So he points to this mountain here and notes that this is where he recalls the entrance to the temple being.
And that's by another major city.
Is-
To the
That's
south
not-
of it, right?
So would it make sense for us to go to that city, perhaps? That'd be the House of Bacchus, but that's not the name of the city, right?
Correct. You all can get there however you'd like. I can arrange transport to the nearest city for you if that would help. I don't think that the other party that I hired is going to need that, but if you do, that's fine.
I bet they're flying first class. Manny goes for a high five.
Will that
As
will that arranged transport come out of our let's say commission?
yes.
Is there a possibility of a down payment so we can arrange it ourselves?
Along with gathering supplies and things we need for the road.
Magical
To answer
items.
your third question, Quintillion, the reward for this job will be a crisp 1,200 gold, and whichever of the two of you, groups-wise, recovers the mask after I have used it to cleanse the curses from the Empire, I'll let you keep the mask.
I guess that was an important 2B question. What does the mask do?
Now that part is still a little bit lost to legend, but the mask that I'm sending you to find is the mask of Umoro. Umoro, I believe, is god of protection, and I believe that I can channel my magic into the mask to sort of dispel any nationwide curses that might be afflicting us.
So unfortunately, Manny is in. I'm pretty sure Zozen's the protector. Umoro's the resolute. Just want to make sure. For the GM. I'm looking at his notes right now.
I appreciated you highlighting it for me because I could not find it.
I made notes about which masks I thought would work, and I'm fairly certain that the resolute powers will help dispel a curse just as well as a protection might.
And then I was just joking a little bit in character, but I just wanted to make sure that because I can see
Yep.
the protector is right above it. So, yeah. Cool.
Now, is there anything that you're not telling us that we should know for our own safety or otherwise success in this endeavor?
Let's see. I suppose I should apologize that I was a little shaky on some of the details. I told you where it was. I told you what it was. I told you that there are freaky hand monsters near it. I told you that you are competing with another adventuring party to find it first.
Have they
It's
left
not cursed.
already?
No, I want you to leave at the same time. It's a little
Okay.
contest to see who's going to be my go-to group for stuff like this.
Beasts, I think Vadric's a stand-up guy, and sounds like a great thing to do.
Manny just raised his hand and goes, "Is there anything in the contract about interacting with the other team, the other adventurers?"
For example, can we hinder them violently so as to win explicitly?
I suppose if that's the way you want to conduct your business, I would like to get the mask and get the curse dispelled sooner than later. I think that you'll all recall, most of you will recall being afflicted by the curse. It's not pleasant.
No.
So if you
Very
can
unpleasant.
sort of imagine your own plight, multiplied by a nation of hundreds of thousands of people, there's a little bit of chaos going on in the Empire.
You're right. This is very serious. You shouldn't make a game out of it. You're right. Sorry, Manny actually is like covers his mouth. He's just like, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. Last one.
I really
Well-
gotta learn that silence spell.
Sometimes inside thoughts become outside thoughts.
Well, as far as I can,
I think at that, Vadric just like he takes a berry off of his desk and he pops it into his mouth and just sort of chews on it, looking at Manny.
well, thank you for the information. I don't really think there's much else that we need. I'm anxious to get going. And she kind of tellingly looks at the rest of the group.
I'm with you, Veer. Let's go.
And he gives a thumbs up.
One Eye seems very as soon as Vadric mentions that the mask has the possibility of dispelling curses and taking away things like that from a mass amount of people, One Eye gets very, very enthralled in the conversation, much more than he was before.
Yeah, Umoro actually would strike Manny's interest a lot too, because Umoro is actually the progenitor of Minotaurs, Centaurs, and Satyrs. So, yeah, a very and the god of will is what we have written down here. So, a lot of things that
Will-
would pertain to someone.
Will Ferrell?
Yes, Will Ferrell, the god of Will Ferrell.
Will Arnett, actually.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Common mistake.
Will
But that would
Wheaton,
all
let's be
be
real.
potentially very helpful for Manny's plight as well.
Before we leave, Vera like bends over to Quinn and says, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but aren't we supposed to have a contract or something?
He's gonna lean back and go, "Not with him."
Okay.
Actually, before you go, there is one other thing. And he reaches into his desk and he pulls out a sending stone and slides it to the end of his desk. This is a sending stone. I have the one that it's paired to. So no long distance calls, no unlimited data. Just use it to let me know if
Actually,
you've
great
either
terrifying.
found the mask or if you have run into trouble and something has gone horribly awry.
Vera will take it off the desk and
Good
I
choice.
pocket it.
believe you have to attune to it.
Well, we can do that.
No, no, you don't. You don't.
Yeah, it's
no.
not sending stones. It's just
Nope, you don't.
I think Vera pockets it and says, "We'll be in touch."
I certainly hope so.
I think she's
Bye.
yeah.
gonna, yeah, I think she's gonna shuffle out.
Can I try to grab one of the berries off the desk and eat it myself?
Power move.
Imagine with your giant turtle hands, you just take the
You
handful.
crush the bowl.
Not aggressively, not just kind of look hungry. Like I'm looking at him as I'm trying to grab a berry. Like, huh? Is this okay?
Sure, you do that.
Staring him down.
And he just sits in his chair with his hand on his chin, just sort of appraising you.
Large turtle smile.
That's not upsetting at all.
You know, I think of the four of you. No, I still like Quintillion the least.
Quinn is leaving as fast as possible.
But you're making a strong play for the spot.
Just hungry.
That's nice.
Come on, big boy, let's get you some food. It slaps your shell.
Quinn's gonna yell, "There's food at the casinos."
Before I bring you back to the city map, I'm gonna bring you here because as you are leaving the palace, let me get rid of Adric.
Oh, hell
Oh,
So
these
fabulous.
avian assholes.
Hell yeah, I made the Beaks of Vernholm are a group of four that are they clearly have just sort of been through the same interview process rigmarole that your group did and are just sort of like waiting on the steps for this other group to be done so that they can kind of get going at the same time.
Quinn is gonna kind of pull everyone into a little huddle. Now, did he say anything about killing these people?
He seems to
He-
say he didn't really care as long as he get it as fast as possible.
It did kind of
Kinda went out
sound
of the
like
way.
he'd be disappointed if that's how we ran our business.
I mean, I don't think we should do it in the city, but I'm just if the opportunity arises,
And can you also
Maybe-
spell Vernholm for us? Sorry.
Absolutely, I'll put it in the Roll20 chat.
For once,
I'm
Quinn,
just
I
saying
agree with
maybe-
you. I would like this mask, so
maybe
You have
the
have an idea.
maybe they Icarus themselves, if you will.
Now that's a good reference.
That is a good one.
Joe hasn't seen Jurassic Park, but he has seen the myth of Icarus and Daedalus.
Yeah.
So
Who hasn't?
these are bird folk. How
Are.
big are they relative to us? Like, are they human-sized generally,
They
or
are, yes, they are
Yeah,
medium-sized.
Okay.
You'll note that two of them are Aarakocra, one of them is a Kenku, and one of them is an Owlin.
love an
Owlins
owl.
are usually fairly small, right? Medium sized, obviously,
He is
but
the smallest of the
Yeah.
group members.
Will you kind of establish in fiction that we're familiar with their work? Would we know their names, Anthony?
You would. Let me pop that in the chat for you as well. Oh. I have them as a bulleted list in my notes,
We gotta make a decision.
and I put a bunch of like stuff in between each one.
Mhm.
like little notes about each one, so I'm gonna type them real quick. Please hold.
You could also make
Hold
out
for
their
bird.
nameplates
Hold for bird.
Hold for bird.
on their tokens.
You're right. I'll do that.
Figure you got any bird-related insults you want to workshop with me?
How do I do that? Where's the thing?
If you click on the token,
Mhm.
I'm thinking we got to use Featherbrain for
you
sure.
click on the.
Talk about how hollow their bones are, like their
That's really good.
minds.
That's
you
really
click on-
good.
That's
That
really
means
really
they're
good.
weak.
just,
Anthony.
just sitting on the steps trying
Oh,
to
found it.
shit talk the bed.
I was pretty sure Kenku can't fly, right? So they can all fly there. Unless he's a wizard.
One of them is a wizard.
No, they just they carry them between them like coconuts.
Yeah.
How many Aarakocra?
How many Aarakocra does it take? Yeah.
The velocity of an airborne Aarakocra. Holding a
But
coconut.
he's also seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I mean,
Yeah, I have.
he's seen the important ones.
Okay. Joe's had a lot of redeeming choices, references tonight.
Yes, he sure has.
I can reference things all day. That doesn't mean I have to see them. I can
Okay,
reference
I've
Jurassic
added-
Park too.
I've added their names.
I made him visible.
Life
those visible?
finds a way.
They're
Oh,
not.
I see. I have to add the nameplates.
Do you think God too lives in heaven because he's afraid of what he's created?
Is that your guilty pleasure movie, Joe? Is it Spy Kids?
Is that not? Oh, that's not Jurassic Park. That is Spy Kids.
Yeah.
That's Spy Kids.
Oops.
I don't know if I'm
Cinematic
sad that
classic.
Anthony knows that reference.
I know it from memes, not from the movie
Got it.
Spy Kids.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so here are the 4 bird folk. Here are their names. You can tell that they are definitely an adventuring party.
I don't see their names.
I also
Yeah,
do
sorry.
not
I
see
made
that.
little nameplates down below.
They should appear.
Down below where?
Should be below,
Below
each
their
of their
tokens.
tokens.
I don't see them. Maybe I need to refresh. Let me get a refresh. Hold on.
No, I think there's a show to players.
Yeah, I don't see any nameplates.
What the hell?
And
Hold
is
on. The
Michael's cam
details
off
tab-
for everybody else?
No, I think it got frozen when I had
Yeah,
my
he's
little freeze up.
frozen.
Okay.
I'm not gonna deal with it right now. On the details tab of the token, there should be a button with 3 vertical dots right of the word general. If you hover over it, the drop down,
Got it.
you can make it visible.
There it is.
General Dots.
General
General
Dots.
Sir?
Sure.
God, I appreciate your service, General Dots.
Hey, he's back.
And he's got a new trick. Okay. Are all 4 of them visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Great. That was an excellent use of our time. Here are their names. You can tell that they are dressed and carry themselves like an adventuring party. You can tell that Kelior, the Owlin, is clearly the wizard of the party. Zohar, the Kenku, is a little bit more slight. He might be leaning towards rogue. And these 2 are the Aarakocra that are more martial classes.
You guys want to try to slow these guys down?
They eye you as you walk down the stairs of the palace, and they're all bird folk, so they've got some beady little eyes.
Dang. I think Vera straight up does not pay a single piece of attention to them and knows they're waiting to engage and just straight up walks past them. Does not have time.
Love that.
Quintilian will not take the high road, and
It's like Vera's walking by, and in her mind she's like, please don't, please don't engage. And then she just hears some bullshit come out of Quinn's mouth, and the camera's facing her, and you just see her eyes and all her snake eyes just roll back in their collective heads.
All of them at once. I like that.
Yeah.
well, if it isn't our good friends, the beaks of turd home.
You absolute monster.
Have you are you done as a running away from your last mission?
God damn it.
Can you, Joe, make a performance check with disadvantage?
Why do I have
oh.
disadvantage? That was great.
I'd really like to help him.
Oh, I rolled too fast. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Sorry, Nick. There's no helping him here.
Okay.
Correct.
They
Wait, that
eye
wasn't.
you.
You said what did you say? Oh, performance. I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong
Performance.
button. My performance is worse than my persuasion, so.
And
Yeah.
so is your roll.
Actually, this rolls better.
The four of them kind of look at each other and back at you, and they've got kind of like like they're humanoid, they're human sized, but they still have like the kind of freaky darting neck motions of birds. Like they look at
twitching,
each other,
yeah.
then they look at you, and then back to each other. Did he really say that? Yeah, this guy for real? This is the other party that Vadric hired?
So
No, you go.
wow,
he's
as
just a
they
big
start
rabbit.
as they start commenting, One Eye will just smells like worms and shit over here. That's it. That's it.
Oh no.
As you pass, when I think that the Kenku Zohar takes a hand, like a winged hand, and like salutes you like a real big like
I'd rather not acknowledge that.
that's
You know
fine.
what I mean?
You don't have to.
Yeah.
He does it mockingly, but it's kind of like the bird folk in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
just the big kind of like wing hand, like.
Yeah. All the feathers out extended and stuff. Yeah.
So Manny was definitely annoyed hearing this scene, but I think he's actually polite to them. Hey, Killier. Hey, Rom. Hey, Azeron. Hey, Zohar. Good luck, I guess. I guess maybe we'll see you out there.
I think that they're all very polite to you as well.
Just a minute.
Hey, Manny. Yeah. Good luck to you too. We wish you the best.
He shrugs. Goes, yeah.
Just another day in the office.
Oh, that's so good.
This is an insane dynamic that we have in this group for no reason.
For fun, Gregory. For fun.
Okay. Any other pot shots you want to take, or should I switch you to the city map?
Yep. Good.
Oh,
I think
I did.
you're
I
ready.
did. I did want to like talk to them a little bit also.
Oh, okay. We'll see how that goes.
I know, probably
Yeah.
not well anymore, but you all know I'm just kidding around. I just wanted to know if you wanted to delay our little start time a little bit. It's it's a shame to be in Ceres and not hit a gambling hall or two, hit a maybe a brothel or two, Killor. I know,
He looks at you with like the flattest owl stare, like, you know that people are suffering, right?
Well, and it's only like 12 hours more. It's not like we're gonna make
He turns back to his friend. Is
Right.
this guy for real?
we're not gonna make a lot of headway in the evening anyway, and
I think Vera like steps in here and says, "I think what my friend is trying to say is, are you in a rush? Are you going to fly by night, or are you going to maybe start in the morning?" That's a Rush reference for people who don't understand why I said that.
Very good.
I have listened to that band.
Joe knows so many things.
I know so many things.
Killing it. So it's probably like afternoon right now. So
We
the
still
vibe
need to eat dinner before we.
the vibe that you get from them is that they were looking to head out as soon as you guys were done in there.
Yeah.
Uh,
How about this? How about we go right now, and you take all the time you need, and we'll get the mask, and then you guys don't get paid.
Unfortunately, I think the terms of the agreement we have to start at the same time, and we did have to make a stop at a magic shop, and then we could go. Right, guys? Looks around.
That is true. It
That's
says
that was what
it says
said.
it says so in our contract right here. Even a magic illusion, a contract, minor illusion.
I think that Rom is gonna take out. He's not even gonna look at the contract. He's gonna take out his sending stone. Are these guys for real? Do we really have to wait until they go? And you can hear Vodric's voice from the sending. No, go now.
Patrick literally said that we wanted to start at the same time. That's such bullshit.
I definitely feel Joe trying to bamboozle these folks, but
I feel that as well. But I think that in Vadric's mind, like as soon as you were done with the interview, that's when you were gonna start.
All right, well that was not expressly. I feel like as soon as I hang up, Manny goes, "Well, I didn't get that from the interview." Can we also talk about how fucked up it is that he's making a game out of the fate of his continent, guys? That's pretty weird, right? No, just
I
me.
mean-
I think that's really fucking weird. he's looking at the bird folk who are just apparently staring at him stonily.
It's a little weird.
Dampiers are strange people.
He is a damp. He's working on a different timeline, I think.
Gotta make it
People get their
interesting.
kicks in weird ways. All right, well, I guess we'll see you.
Well, I think
Which of the
you know.
guys we
I think he wants to set up like a parlay or two, see if he can hit big. You know. That's a sport. That's a sports gambling reference. No,
I don't understand what
Nothing?
you're referring to anymore. You're trying to get him
like
to
he's
gamble?
like he's trying to gamble on Never mind.
Oh, I see.
Never
I see.
mind.
I thought I thought you were still trying to get them into a casino.
Well, I am,
ro-
but it's so
I
that
get
we
you,
can.
but
It's so that we
wrong
can leave
audience.
before them.
I get you, but wrong audience.
All right. Well, okay. So if we know that the clock starts now.
Which which of them had the sending stone?
Rom.
Okay.
Guys, this is bullshit. They can fly.
Not all of them can fly.
Yeah, no.
Most of them can fly, and they have a wizard.
Won't help them in a dungeon. And I think
Could be a vertical dungeon.
okay. Okay.
I wait for you guys to enter my vertical dungeon.
Vera's
another
going
inside
to just kind of step up to Ram and say, seeing as you're the one with the sending stone, I'm imagining that you've got at least some sense of authority. Do you need anything from us, or are we good to go our separate ways and maybe meet out on the road?
No, we're just looking to head out as soon as possible. If you need to take a pit stop, I'm sure that we'll need to take a stop along the way. So I'm sure we'll
Okay.
get there around the same time.
Okay.
Excellent. And I'm gonna push Killor over and then take off running.
And like I think you start running faster. We all like are looking down the road. Killers. Manny will help Killior up, and then like, sorry guys, run after Quinn.
Yes, that
He
happened.
didn't run away. He hopped away.
Yeah.
He's been inside for far too long. We cannot get on the road fast enough. And yeah, I think she's gonna flip around and she's gonna take one eye by the elbow and say, "Right, let's finally go get that pouch for you, so we can go ahead and get going." I know you've been waiting a long
Look,
time.
Fira, I don't care. I would rather go find this mask. The pouch can wait.
Okay.
Genuinely, don't care.
I think Vera is at this point just like, fuck this, and is going to start walking southeast, even if there is no direct route through the city that goes like southeast. I think she is.
Well, hold on. We can't. I hope we better not be splitting up right now because what Manny's thought would have been that looking at the map, that taking a boat around might be the fastest route. Would we know, Anthony? What would be the fast? I guess that's a survival roll, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, roll survival if you'd like to know that.
I wasn't planning on splitting up. I assumed that our party had like talked about it.
Shit.
Off
Yeah, I'm
stream.
not trying to split up,
But,
and I didn't know that when I wanted to find the pouch, I didn't know this was a race against time against others. You know what I mean? So when I
Yeah,
was
that's
not,
fine.
yeah, I hate to ruin our shopping montage, but
No, it's
No,
more like
it's totally fine. Sorry, it was more confusion because I was like, oh, I know we had said we wanted to do this, and I thought we were all like, it had to start at the, we had all agreed to start at the same time. So it was confusion.
given the distance we are trying to cover, I imagine we can take an hour to get prepped for our journey. So I just think we need, out of game slightly. If we don't really have anything else we need to be talking to them about, like I think we can just get going.
Let's get ready. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want world map or city map?
City.
We'll start with city for a minute.
Okay.
Do we think we want to take a boat? Because obviously we know a captain.
we do know a captain, and he might be able to get us there quickly.
We also apparently he can set up travel for us. So
That's
we
true.
didn't ask about it. That's the only problem. Now I'm like now we don't. I didn't. If we had known it was starting immediately after getting out the gate, we probably would have wanted to work out travel arrangements specifically. But it's fine.
You can always call him.
Man, yeah.
Quinn does not trust him at all. So I would rather.
The feelings are mutual.
I know. Quinn doesn't trust a lot of people.
Over land or by sea. What are we doing?
Yeah, I think we kind of meet up.
Dirigibles in the area.
Yeah, are airships. I forget. Is that tech a thing?
Oh, not here. Not in the Empire.
Okay.
I think in the world, yes. I think not in the Empire.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Solid
I think we kind of meet up like I don't know, like a couple blocks away, and kind of like.
Well, I guess
chat
quick
again.
question: Did the birds of Turd Hold? Did they just did they fly away, or are they walking next to us as we're leaving?
they don't all fly.
They
I
don't
know
all
that.
fly.
I'm just.
They're not just
Did
gonna leave
some
their
of them-
Kenku.
You never know. Maybe he
Well,
runs really
similar.
fast.
I was like that owl could be Killier could be really powerful and no fly.
I guess what I'm just curious on what their actions are currently as we're walking away.
Sure. They head. Let's see. I got the world map up for you guys. They are heading towards the south gate here, adjacent
south.
to the palace.
Okay.
On foot, or on Talon.
Eric Crockett
Unclaw.
they also don't fly that fast, right?
They fly their movement speed.
Yeah.
Correct. I think
Yeah,
that Owlin fly the fastest of the three.
But you can still fly faster than you can walk anywhere because you can go over objects.
Yeah,
Right.
but I don't know.
As the Air Coker flies, yeah.
I guess as my question for you, Anthony, is: are we, again, kind of out of the meta for sort? Like, are we overthink? Is this meant to be crunchy? Like, we have to measure the amount of distance, and right. So we just got to
Okay.
decide, right?
Excellent
Like, I just don't want to. I
question,
just don't
Greg.
want to over chew this if we
don't
don't
overplan.
have to. Yeah. Okay. I think we have a little powwow as a group. I think Vera says. Right. We've had a pretty decent trip along the coast on the way here, but I understand if that's not everyone's preferred method, but I don't think we should make a big meal out of this. So, do we want to go by road or do we want to go by sea?
So I know I made a big deal about that we know a captain, but I've also established that Manny does not like being on the boat. So if Overworld is an option, he would prefer that.
Yeah, I think we could use a little stretch of our legs.
I'm okay.
Quinn,
with that.
Quinn also does not want to go back to this captain. He does still have the sextant.
Great.
True.
Then I think we're probably just gonna go by foot, right? Like
We
I
want
think
a
like
wagon. We could get
Yeah, we probably have enough money between us to get like a couple horses. Maybe I don't actually remember how much they are, but
Horses are spendy, but you guys have a good deal of money.
A riding
Yeah.
horse is 75 GP.
oh,
I think it would make sense for us to have some kind of like, it doesn't have to be horses for all of us, but like, well, Manny probably can't also ride a horse, but I don't know how that
Neither can
works.
one
but-
I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm
But I
think
mean-
that you
quite
guys
large.
would need large breed horses for
It's
some
like
of
a
your
draft-
party members.
A draft
But-
horse. can
But I'm
carry-
saying
yeah.
more like, yeah, exactly. Something to pull like a cart is fine. I don't think we need to equip all of us with.
yeah.
A horse and a cart is not too much more.
But I bet this is the thing we could probably just call what's his name to Vadric to give us to set that up for us, right?
Yeah, that's true. Let's do that.
Right. Okay. So Vera's going to pull out the sending stone. And is it like a radio, or is it like writing messages that then appear?
Radio.
Cool. And she kind of looks at it, and how does one activate a sending stone? Is it just like
You tell me, dog. Build
um
the world with me, Greg.
play with me? I like to imagine that it's like, you know what? I think the way it works is the way that you, I guess, pair with the person who is like using it is you hold it and kind of tap it to your forehead, and then you can speak into it. And so that's like the most recent person using it, kind of
Sure.
thing.
like it.
So yeah, I think Vera like taps her forehead and she says, "Vadric, it's Vera.
Hello. Long time no speak.
I know. Crazy how time do that. It is only been a couple of minutes, but I do have a request from you. Could we use some of my funds to have you arrange a cart, and what would be the right horse for something like this, Anthony? Just like a
Accurate number of horses.
let's call it an heir and a spare of horses, and a cart. And,
Henry and
Yeah, Henry and Henry
William.
too. And a cart for us so that we could ease our travels. We plan to go the most direct route.
Excellent to hear. I can certainly have that set up for you. I am looking through the thing now. Rulebook is what it's called.
Vera, don't maybe suggest that we might be able to pay out of pocket instead of cutting into our
Yeah.
commission.
Yeah, that's fine. We are happy to leave the funds with whoever will deliver us the animals and cart.
Certainly. So yeah, it looks like it's 15 gold for a cart and 50 for a draft horse, 75 for a riding horse.
Yeah, but we'd want draft, right? For
Draft horse is fine. I mean, we're
Mhm.
not.
it's like 115 gold altogether. Sorry, I also realized I was trying to make a Prince Harry and Prince William joke, not Henry, and that's why very funny.
That's why no one laughed, Michael.
That's why I laughed. And no one else, because I like the idea of Harry and Harry too making a spare
Yeah.
joke was very funny to me. Anyway,
So yeah, we're looking at what, like 100 gold, something like
it was
that.
115. And I can take it out of our party
Party funds, yeah.
Yeah.
Great, let's do it. Cool. So
I think before you even hang up the sending stone, the cart drawn by 2 draft horses like pulls up to you from the side.
Vera says, "Wow, you deliver quickly."
I run an efficient city.
We love to see it. And she hangs up.
As she hangs up, except all the hands.
Ooh,
As she hangs up.
burn. We
No,
have exactly.
all the hand shit's gone in this city.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right.
Would you say it's in hand?
It's been handled.
Who wants to make another game action?
You know, it's worth two
I
in
would
the
love
bush.
to game. I'd
Manny
love to
hops
game.
in. Manny hops in the cart,
I'll get in
Yeah.
the cart as well.
and we leave.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get in the driver's seat of the cart.
Excellent.
We gotta check my animal handling.
Yeah, I don't have any, but it's also.
I
it's-
did not take animal handling.
Yeah, who's triving this thing?
I guess Quinn just said he was.
Yeah, I will.
Quinn.
Great.
Does anyone have
Trust.
animal handling?
I trust.
Not
that.
as not proficient. Nope.
I will next level.
I have 2 wisdom. So
Oh wait, no.
my,
In 2 levels, I will.
my animal handling is a little better than the average
It's
person.
probably Bonnie is probably the best actually.
Yeah, it's true. But it's fine. You don't need it to like. You only need animal handling to like
To
do
calm animals and
cra-
stuff. Yeah.
Well, like and to like do crazy stuff on carts. It's not like
yeah.
just traveling. I can just do it.
Tokyo
They're
Drift.
draft horses. They're trained.
Yeah.
So it's going to be probably like a 3-day ride on a cart to get to the mountain area. And that is going to be crossing a river or two. You're going to be going over a lot of land. But you are essentially going between 2 very large cities within the empire. So you'll be traveling on pretty common roads. And you don't have a lot of worry about anything happening, at least until you get to around here, after you kind of pass the outskirts of the Baculus city, which I don't think I have named. So just collectively for that stretch of the journey, if you guys could make me a group survival check.
Okay.
Is that one person rules for all of us?
I'd
No,
like
we
all
all
of you to
roll
roll
what's
survival,
averaged.
and I've got a cumulative number that I want you to hit.
I definitely did not click stealth.
Oh, crushed it.
Wow.
My other survival. That was a previous roll for trying to know the fastest route.
Yeah, wow, you guys rolled really well here.
Take that, bird folk.
Hey, do
Yeah.
we see the bird folk? I'd like to know.
You zoom past them.
I think you do. I think you pass them probably like this river here, but then I think you spend the night here, and in the morning you kind of like meet up along here, and then you come out ahead closer to the Baculus city. Is there anything that you guys want to be doing while you're traveling?
Downtime activity.
Downtime activities.
Ah.
Any long-term projects? You wanna?
Is that a serious question, Anthony? Can we have
It is,
long-term
yep.
projects?
Absolutely. Do you want to lower your gang's heat? That's a Blades in the Dark reference.
No, I think that as they take turns, though, like, either riding in the cart or walking or whatever, I think like whenever Vera is just like in the cart resting, I think she spends a lot of time like with her scythe, and like sometimes I think the crew can tell that she's kind of like maybe whispering to it.
We're the crew.
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah.
guys.
Okay. I thought you were talking
horse-
about like a ship's
the
crew or
horses-
something
the
like
horses.
that. Okay, yeah. Got it. Okay.
The horse is like, what
Sorry.
the fuck?
Sorry.
If we could only cast speak
I'll
with
spend
animals.
time at night whispering to my horses and see what they think.
But yeah, I think she's like, they're friendly, but I think her isolated time is really isolated. She's like, yeah, she's either listening or talking occasionally.
Okay.
Or Cathar.
I will say then when he sees Vera doing these things, it only increases his weariness and hesitance of witches
Love that.
and unease.
Maybe she's
Not-
doing it
not of-
for you.
Not of Vera. I want to be specific here. One-Eye does not have ill will towards Vera.
No, it's okay. You
but
have a friend who's a witch.
I do, but that doesn't mean I trust witches.
Uh,
I just busted your balls.
Manny is actually interesting to get to know more about Umoro and the masks. I know he knew kind of the most, but he'd probably be going through. I imagine it's like you'd have like some books or some some reference, like anything he could be doing to kind of try to like figure out. He's not good at this, but he's just like he wants to know more because he's trying to figure out if this God could work for ending his curse, basically.
Sure.
Would that be a religion?
Yeah, I think it would.
Bad at that. 18?
No, he's not.
Fucking crushing these rolls.
Wow, Michael, this is your game.
I guess. today.
I think that let's see. You said you've got some books.
I don't know. I know we're in a cart, but I'm like, I just assumed we'd like, have scraps of shit like that we'd pick up on the way, maybe a book or two, a scroll kind of stuff. Like he'd be kind of like trying to dig through, or maybe if there's travelers, if we bumped into people, he's just trying to get as much information as he can, about the god, what to expect.
About the god himself.
I think it would be. I mean, maybe the masks too, if he sees anything about it. But
sure,
whatever would make. Yeah, I guess whatever makes more sense in your opinion.
Yeah, you would know that Umoro generally spends their time in these two continents, sort of traveling between, maybe a little bit in here. You would know that Umoro is known as the Resolute. You rolled quite well. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Well, maybe
about
then
him?
maybe it should be then about this mask, and like if the mask has been used to like end curses in the stories, right? Like
Sure. I think that your knowledge about the mask of Jindo was sort of exclusive to that mask.
got it.
And so
Okay.
just finding out that there are others is sort of new for you. From picking up maybe scraps of lore along the way, you would know that it's commonly accepted that there are 12 masks, that they each are incredibly rare, incredibly powerful items that can bestow potentially abilities on the wearer or users, and you know that that there is, like, just based on what you can find, like, you can tell that there's more information about these out there.
Okay. Would it also then kind of getting to know sound insane that Vadric is just like, yeah, you can just keep it after?
That sounds like if he's assuming that you know that this is an incredibly rare artifact,
Mhm.
and it sounds like his offer to you is incredibly enticing. Like that's
Got it.
like worth way more than the gold.
Got it. Okay, helpful. Appreciate that.
Quinn is spending his time writing like music, specifically to taunt the beaks.
The birds. Nice.
Love that.
Yeah, so that's what he is spending his time doing.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody else before we make sort of the last leg of the journey? I suppose I should get rid of the ship token. We need a little
Nice.
icon for you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck getting Firefly to generate 4 beings at once.
Yeah, I'm not
Nah.
gonna do that.
That's why I just in our 13th age game I use the 13th age.
That's a good idea.
The
And
tokens provided, the stock
I
tokens. or
have
whatever.
just a ton of like
Wacky little symbols.
wacky little symbols. You know, I'm kind of a wacky symbols guy.
You give that vibe.
Thank you. So I think that for now I'm gonna use a temporary token to represent you guys. We'll just pop you right
Can you-
there.
I love
Nice.
it.
Can you make a token that represents the birds too?
Sure.
We don't really know where they are though.
Well, if
We
we know we
don't.
passed them, that's true.
I'm gonna
I
say
just
no.
want- Okay.
No, you don't have bird dar. So after you pass the large city of Baculus, House Baculus, I'm gonna have you each make another survival check.
We had temporary hit points from when we stayed in a real inn.
Yes.
Do we still have those, or do they go away when we sleep?
Ooh.
Because this is now like this seems like a long time
It's
to
like
have
we're like
them.
a week later at this
Yeah.
point. Probably.
Yep.
yeah.
If we
but
haven't
you-
lost them, do we keep them? I
I'm
don't know.
gonna say you keep them
Okay.
because you paid for those, and then
That's true.
to just give you 3 days of non-combat stuff feels a little cheap.
Sure.
So
Listen,
I think in the
game.
interest of fairness, I will let you keep those
Nice.
until you lose them.
Cool.
But please make another survival check.
Ooh.
Luck's run out.
Well,
Kinda.
It's
I
not
get
very good.
dysentery and die.
Why not use carrying us this time?
we chose to fjord the river,
Just
and that was a
me.
bad idea.
Fair. So it is. It's getting late in the evening, and probably best to set up camp one more time before you reach the slopes. And I think with an 18, Wanai was able to kind of find a nice clearing for you to settle up in or settle down in. And this is my flavor photo. I'm going to give you the.
Nice.
Well, Bonnie, this is a
Nice bushes.
This
Yeah,
is a
just
nice
like
You
a
want
nice
to settle
clearing.
down?
You want to pop
Thanks, man.
tokens in there.
Oh,
I was
Show us
paying
where
attention.
where you're making camp.
Oh, my bad.
where did my mouse go? What the hell? Okay.
Set up a little fire. Do we want to set it up right in the middle, guys, or want to be closer to some bushes and get the fire going? Nope. Okay, I'll just do it in the middle. Since no one has any opinions
Set it
on
up
this, I
wherever,
guess.
I'm trying to remember how to get my
Like,
token.
all right.
Drag
Yeah, just
your
drag-
name
drag
from
your-
your
I
journal.
did.
Yeah.
I found it.
So yeah, without any input, Manny sets up a fire in the middle
Love that.
and starts setting up a tent. So,
When I will start to prepare a stew.
Hell yeah.
Tent.
You said what kind?
I said hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Love stew.
Manny will set up another tent here.
Yeah, I think while they're doing that, Vera will just do like perimeter, walking around the clearing, just on guard. That's it. Guard duty.
This
give
is
me
a
a
recipe. Oh, sorry.
For disaster.
Perception check. Vera, I
Bad.
think you can continue your dialogue.
I was
Oh,
just
yeah,
gonna
that's
say,
great.
this is a recipe passed down from my elders. You guys hopefully will enjoy this hare stew.
Yeah, Manny looks very quickly around. One of you
Well, I
probably
guess-
shouldn't say that too loud.
The different species.
I guess I'm going foraging, and Quinn is gonna go off and live.
I think while that's happening, Vera's like leans into Cathar and she's like, now that I've been traveling with them, they're really toxic to one another. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I'm always down for a little bants, but this is getting weird.
There isn't like a verbal response, but you get sort of like a vibe from your side that's like a yes. Like a very affirmative vibe from your
Yeah.
side.
And again, when I does not see this as being offensive to Quinn, it's not intentional. It's not
Yeah.
like that.
Or is it? Quinn, can you make a survival? Is it survival or nature to find food? I think it's
Survival.
Survival, I believe.
13.
Yeah, I think you're able to find some roots and berries.
I have like rations too, so like it's not like a big deal, but
Yeah.
you always need a little fresh food.
Manny would like to roll something to basically scout around the area and kind of try to fortify, like things like cover up tracks and maybe like set up basically like a basic perimeter. Like kind of the things like strings, bells on strings, kind of things that would like alert us anything that would come in.
Sure.
Probably also survival.
It's gonna be survival. I'm gonna give you a +4 because you're not like in a rush. You're not.
Take some time with
You're
it.
kind of taking your time to do it.
Nice. Ooh, well that makes it a 25.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Manny's done this before.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else have actions? There's 2 tents set up. Are you guys sharing?
Quinn sleeps out under the stars.
As does Wanai.
Vera gets 2 tents to herself.
Manny's just like
one for her scythe, one for her.
No, I thought
I
Manny,
think-
Manny uses a tent, I thought.
Yeah, Manny's definitely using a tent. He
I'm
does
joking.
not like
Yeah,
being
Vera-
wet.
I think
but-
Vera. It's
Wanai
it's
goes
like
in
a-
his shell and just sleeps inside.
It's like an implicit thing. Like the other tent gets set up by someone, but Vera always claims the other tent, even though it's not hers.
I think Manny's only disappointment is that he does hope someday someone will have a sleepover in his town.
Aw.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. That's what he says to himself.
Quinn always like
Yeah.
walks towards his tent and then just turns away at the last minute and sets up his
Absolutely
bedroll.
crushing. Better not.
Yeah, I think Vera turns in. They stay up, they talk, they have a little food, but then she goes into the tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Manny too.
Quinn, are you sleeping
No.
in the bush?
Oh, by the fire.
Okay.
Quinn, I think you should rethink giving the sextant back.
Oh,
At this
that
point.
I forgot. That actually was going to be a long-term traveling project. Is I was going to just play with the sextant and see
Find
if
the
I
map
could find anything out or
Find the map.
How much time do you think it takes to do that? For
I don't
3
know.
days.
Yeah, then I'll do it now. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
it
as
makes
he's
also
tinker-
perfect sense that Quinn would have forgotten about the map until right
Yeah.
now, or the sextant.
I think that you pull the sextant out to take a look at it, and all the traps are sprung as you do.
Shit.
Oh, wrong
Or
way.
wait,
There
hang
you
on.
go.
Well, shit. And he's going to put it back in his bag and draw his gun.
Uh-oh.
And I'll have you all roll initiative, and you will not be caught flat-footed because you were alerted to these things approaching. They're
yeah.
more hand monsters.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Hang on,
God.
Let me
Oh wait,
get
no, we gotta
Oh,
wait till
yeah.
he pulls up the order.
Oh,
thing.
good. Good.
turn tracker.
I'm still gonna use my number. Oh, it worked. Oh, select your token before you roll too.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Nice.
Oh no, guys.
Okay, cool.
Manny was sleeping real sound.
Oh,
How do I do
dear.
it from the token again?
You just click your
no,
token.
Click on your token,
on-
then open up your sheet, and then click the initiative.
Yep, that's it.
Oh wait, not inspiration.
wait.
Fuck. Hold on, one sec. Yeah.
Didn't clear out the last ones.
Hmm.
What's going on? Okay.
I'm gone.
One of you's gone.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Pronounce one IE.
I rolled a 19.
You got 15.
I actually got a 6.
I can roll again, and you can modify, or you can add a turn. Up to you.
I have you in here at 19.
I can't
We
see
can't
it.
see it.
I can't see. Yeah.
How about now?
Nope. Still can't see mine. I'm gonna roll again. Can you make it
There you
19?
go.
That one I can see.
Yeah, I think Anthony, you might have deleted his new one as well, but it's fine.
Possibly.
We also don't have the monsters, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Also, don't have the monsters. Also, can we intermission before combat begins?
Oh, probably
yeah,
a good
you guys
idea.
can intermission now. I'll get this sorted out. Can you go away? How do I delete these? Hey, welcome back, everyone. We're in combat now, and 1IE is starting off with a big 19 initiative. Show me what you got.
Mira. Manny, they're here.
And he wakes up from his deep sleep.
I'm gonna move to this one.
Who's they? The birds? These aren't birds. They're hands.
I don't know what they are.
Common misconception.
Birds aren't hands.
They're flipping the birds.
Hands aren't birds. Um,
Hands aren't birds.
I will swing with Tide Caller first. Just a slash.
Okay. A 25 is a hit on this
Okay.
hand monster.
It takes just 9 slashing. I'm not raging.
Okay.
And then I will use a martial arts and hit it with an unarmed strike. 17.
A 17 also hits.
4 bludgeoning.
Okay, let me make sure that I'm not missing any kind of resistances. Yep, they have taken 13 damage.
Prepare yourselves. My turn's over.
Vera's next.
Anthony,
Hello.
is there a reason the images are different between the different hands?
Yeah, there seem to be two different types of monsters. They look slightly different.
Okay. Does the one down here that has this blue thing, what can I observe what that is? Can I try to figure out what I'm seeing?
Yeah, so there's the one that there are 3 of appear to just have more digits, and the ones that are that look like they have this glowing blue thing, they just look like they're smaller. than
Okay.
the
Does the
others.
glowing blue thing, is it an eye? Can they see?
Classic hand pearl, Greg. You never seen a hand pearl?
You've never seen
Nope.
a hand pearl?
Never seen a hand pearl before. Not where I'm from.
Okay, well, you need to get out more. No, that's when you generate AI hands in Firefly, it loves to put like something right
In it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase my question. Can any of these things see?
You're not sure how they can perceive, but they do appear to be like marching toward you. Kind of like a xenomorph. Like they don't really
Yeah,
have
I mean,
visible eyes.
Would
beyond
it
their
be?
weird
I
head
guess
thing.
it would be my turn to try to investigate something like this, right?
If you'd like, sure.
Okay. Never mind. I'm not going to use that as my turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers. So how does that work? Concentration 1 minute. Description casting times 1 action. You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. A creature takes damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. So I'd like for it to be on me as the central point.
Okay.
But I guess I still have to. I guess I don't know. Am I supposed to roll something for that, or just?
You just do it, I believe.
I think
Cloud Daggers
yeah,
appears in that
It's a
an area.
concentration, as far as I know, but
yeah, it's concentration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So there's a cube 5 feet on each side of me of these spinning daggers that kind of like materialize. And I think like she has the scythe pulled out in front of her. These daggers appear. They're kind of like these almost like obsidian black spinning daggers that kind of look like smaller versions of the scythe. And they
Nice.
spin around her. And then as my
Sorry, wait. I just want to be clear, Greg. Are you talking about? So it's just a 5 foot by 5 foot area, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what it says is
Sorry,
you
'cause
fill
the way
the.
you said it, it made it sound like you said on either side of you, but you're doing it right.
It says
around.
a cube of 5 feet on each side, centered on a point that you choose within range.
That's one square.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might not
Sorry.
want that to be right where you are, unless you're
That
going to
will
move.
hurt you.
That will hurt you.
Oh
too.
well, then I'll do it to the in front of me then, the square in front of me.
Okay.
You
Does
can
that
also
work?
cast it on a space that they are like
Yeah, it's within range. I could put it on them. Sure.
Sorry, that's terrible. We'll leave that.
But I'll put it in front of. That's fine. I'll put it in front of me in case one of them tries to engage me. That's fine.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to use Hexblade's Curse. I gain the ability to place a baleful curse on someone. I choose a target I can see within 30 feet of me. I'll choose the one that's directly in front of me, and that target is cursed for 1 minute. And then, depending on what they do, stuff will happen. But I point and curse.
Okay.
That's it. It's my turn. And Vera, it's like, I'm up. She like busts out of the tent doing all this.
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
All right. It is the monster's turn. We'll move and engage. Move and engage. Move and engage. Already engaged. And we'll move and engage. This thing moves into your cloud of daggers. It will take
Yep.
your damage.
Yep. So it's going to take 46 slashing damage.
I thought it was 44.
It's 46. And then
Books are
I also
44.
gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. The bonus equals my proficiency bonus, and it's a crit. It's a crit on a 19. So
Pretty sure it's 44.
It's 44.
Yeah.
is it? I copy and pasted it. Weird. Let me double
Some
check.
back alley website.
What's it change?
Wikidot, man.
Oh, never mind. I must have just misread it. 44. Sorry, I thought I read 6. That's all me.
I was like, 46 is a lot for a
That's
second.
Yeah, for a first level spell, it's pretty good.
It's second level, but
Yeah,
even
second. Still.
And then my proficiency is in.
I always thought that spell should be bigger than a
Charisma.
5-foot cube.
Well, that's
Roll
fine.
Well,
Cloud?
I think it's really designed for if you're just standing and wailing on something. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That you can like.
Okay,
get into
that'll be
place.
12 slashing damage.
Wow.
Yeah, it moves into the cloud of daggers, and they absolutely tear into this thing's flesh,
Yeah.
and it's like struggling to get close to you, and like you can see flesh and muscle being ripped away by the daggers, and it's like it just reaches you. It is like on its last fingers, and it makes an attack at you to start its turn.
Okay.
Making an attack.
Attack me, bruv.
I'd love to. 17 to hit.
AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
4 damage.
Cool.
That's its turn. This one will then attack you as well.
All right. Lame.
This one's still up, right?
Yeah, it's like barely.
Okay.
Barely.
Okay.
Yeah.
But don't kill it. I want to kill it because yeah.
Don't kill it. I've got a thing.
Yeah, Vera says out loud, "This one's mine."
Need the temporary hit points.
Okay. This other monster is going to attack you as well. Does a 12 hit your
Nope.
AC? Cool. Good turn. This one will attack our good friend Manny.
Through the tent?
My
No!
Wow.
Not my
Yeah.
tent.
Tearing at your tent with the fingernails. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Great. 5 piercing damage.
Well. Manny's awake. Ow!
This one will attack Quinn.
Manny, we need you to get mad. Wait, Manny, we might need you to get a little angry.
14 to hit, Joe.
Meets it, beats it.
Right on. That damage is a... Okay. 8 damage, piercing. And then this bottom one is going to attack Wanai. Wow. Incredible. Does a 9 hit your AC, Nick?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Cool. That was a really fun turn from that one. Great.
You
That's
did
their
you
whole-
did hit everyone else.
Fair. It is Quinn's turn.
I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage,
Great.
and then I'm gonna go up here, and I'm gonna blast this guy.
Okay.
Blast him.
So
blast
anyway.
him.
8 probably doesn't hit.
It doesn't.
That's unfortunate. That's my turn.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, was the bonus action not your disengage?
You're right. Never mind.
Yeah, it's cutting action.
Yep, done.
It's a bonus.
I'm done.
Manny.
No, you're good. You're right.
Yeah. So I imagine this thing like it tears a big hole in the tent, and you hear a guttural roar as and out of this giant hole a transformed Manny comes out. Caught off guard, he's not in control of his faculties entirely, and I'm gonna start raging. See on him, he's got almost like a wolfish appearance. Fangs have grown. He's almost like everything about him is a lot of disproportionately formed. But the most notable thing right now is his hands have become massive claws. He's not holding a shield. He's not holding a weapon. And I'm going to claw the shit out of this thing.
Great.
And I get to claw twice, which is exciting.
Okay.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna attack recklessly, so I get advantage on my attacks.
Makes sense.
That's a natural 20.
That's a crit.
That feels like a critical hit, Michael.
It does. Let's do some claws. That'll be it's 9 points of slashing damage. Or sorry, I should say 7 slashing, 2 rage. But it doubles?
Yeah.
No, I see it. It is already doing that. I just rolled badly. So I rolled a 6.
Oh,
and a 1.
really? That's
Yeah.
your
I-
crit?
Well, I could do up to 12. But it should do, it should do my strength damage, shouldn't it? On top of it?
Isn't that the +3? It did.
Did it?
Yeah, 1d6 plus
Oh,
3.
yeah,
This-
3 plus...
this
You
is
don't get the
a-
strength damage on the crit. You only
Right.
get the.
This isn't
Yeah, I
the
did- I did
crit
bad.
damage, though. This is
Yeah, you just rolled
just
poorly.
1d6 plus 3.
Plus 1. Which
Plus
is the
1d6.
No,
second
see how it
crit.
says 1 plus 1d6, yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
it's a-
I would double this for your crit.
That's
I don't know if
not...
that's how...
Oh,
I
that's
think this
both
is-
attacks. That's both. It says claw rage times 2.
Well,
so that's
I
both
wrote
claws.
I wrote times 2 to remind myself.
Yeah,
No, it's
this
1d6.
is just-
It's 1d6 plus 3 is
And the crit
Yep.
damage is that extra plus d6.
why would
No.
it do the crit damage? That shouldn't do that, should it?
Should
It
just
does
double a
because
6.
no, it does because we have roll with advantage set to. If you crit, that's why this is annoying. If you crit with either one when you're attacking, it auto rolls the crit damage for you.
Got it. So yeah, this is I just rolled badly. I rolled a
Yeah.
3 and a
Oh.
1. So that's why it's 9 points altogether. Then I get to
Okay.
do it again though as
Yeah,
my
that's fine.
action. I rolled a 19 this time.
That also hits.
Okay.
Are you at the level where barbarians crit on a 19 yet?
I don't think so.
That's
Okay.
fighters. I don't think that's barbarians.
And I do-
Manny, tell me
10.
how you tear this thing apart.
Yeah, I mean, I think you imagine like this is a smaller hand, right? And so it comes in and it grasps at this tent and starts pulling it down on top of Manny. That's why you see him just flail around, throw this thing off, or up in the air, catch it with his hands, and literally just rip it in half.
Yeah.
In anger, covered in it's drenched in its blood and ichor. He looks around. I guess he'll move now, so he'll come down here
Okay.
and engage with this one.
Excellent. Good turn.
Mhm.
I'm gonna set you to dead. Wanai.
After seeing Vera and Quinn, and assumably Manny takes some damage, Wanai will fly into a rage. Stop hurting my friends. I'll swing at the one south of me with Tide Caller.
Vera's like, friends is rich.
It's not your turn.
Talking free action.
Free action.
Free
Does
action.
Does an 8 hit?
It super doesn't.
Hold on. Can I do a thing?
If you
Sorry,
use your
I don't know if
bonus action for rage, generally not. Shit sucks.
Well, as a part of an attack action, usually I can spend a key. Yeah, I will spend a key and make 2 unarmed strikes. Oh, nope, as a bonus.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done skis.
Great. Vera.
Yes. Okay. First thing Vera's going to do is going to use a bonus action to cast Hex on the hand to above her. Can't
Okay.
ping it, but you know which one I'm talking about.
Yep.
So place a curse on this object until the spell ends. It's last an hour. I deal extra necrotic damage to a target when I hit it with an attack, and it loses. It has one ability that it has disadvantage on.
Okay.
And so I will make that ability, I guess, strength
Okay.
checks. Then Vera is going to, facing the one that she's been fighting that's in that cloud of daggers, is going to cast Poison Spray as a cantrip. Do I need to just do...
So
Oh.
you're also probably going to kill that one because it's going to start its turn in your cloud of daggers.
Yeah.
You will kill that thing on its upkeep.
Thanks, Magic the Gathering. So you could, I'm just saying, you might want to poison spray the other one.
Yeah, that's well. Hold on, let me double. There's a reason I wanted to do it because there's a benefit to the Hexblade's curse that I was doing before. Let me just double check what it says so that I can make sure.
Because you could pass it to another creature or something.
No, well, I get health back.
10 points, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, it just says if the cursed target dies.
Yeah, you don't
So,
have to do
so yeah, I
anything
wouldn't have to
else.
attack it directly. Okay, yeah. So never mind. I will cast poison spray on the one that I had just cursed instead. And I guess I'm casting it as a first level spell. Or
Okay.
well, it's a cantrip, so
It's just a cantrip.
Just a cantrip.
then
It's
you
a
cast
0 level spell.
okay. Wait, why didn't it?
You have to set it up as an attack.
Oh my god, really?
But it has to make a Constitution save. So
Oh wait, that's right. It has to make.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, sorry. It has to do a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you don't have to hit.
Yeah.
Constitution
DC
save.
12. Yeah. Nope.
Womp womp.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so that'll be 1d12 plus 2 because of my
Nothing?
first.
I think technically you don't add.
yeah, you don't get to add charisma to
You don't get to add charisma to it. Spellcasting get a lot. Some will let you. A lot of the spellcasting doesn't let you add your spellcasting.
Oh
modifier.
yeah,
Yes.
sorry. It's not that.
Especially
It's
cantrips.
it's no. I was thinking of the necrotic damage that it'll take
Oh, sorry.
from hex. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong thing. So 1d12. So that's the normal. Okay, so that's 3 poison damage, and 2 additional necrotic damage. So that'll be 5 total.
Okay.
With poison spray. So yeah. So Vera, basically knowing that the daggers are going to take care of this other mug, turns around and looks at this other hand and extends her hand, and her eyes glow violet, and this like beam of purple energy like shoots out and hits this hand for 5 damage, and that's it.
Nice.
Okay. So when you do this, Vera, your poison spray coats this thing in poison, which is quickly followed by the necrotic energy of your hex, and you can tell that the hex damage is it does its work to kind of desiccate and peel off some of the flesh of the hand, but it doesn't look like the poison spray
Did
had
that
much of an
much.
effect. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Vera, as a free action to everybody, says, note of order, poison doesn't work. Don't do it.
Manny gives up and walks away.
Well, okay.
One eye says, "We are friends."
So it is the hand's turn. I'm not even gonna have you roll. This thing in the cloud literally has 1 HP.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
It will die.
Cool. And because it died while I had my Hexblade's curse on it, I will take back. If the curse target dies, you regain hit points equal to my Warlock level plus my Charisma modifier, so 5 points of
Okay.
health back.
Very good. The one to your northeast is going to attack you.
Do it, coward. Is it using strength for that?
Yeah.
So it's disadvantage.
That's on checks, not attack rolls.
Oh, checks, not attacks. Ah, damn.
That would be insane.
Yeah,
That would be
that's-
a very strong ability. It's probably going to miss you, though. Does a 10 hit?
doesn't do it. Sorry.
Cool. This one's going to attack Manny.
You get advantage because I attacked recklessly, I think.
Yep.
Does a 25 hit?
Oof.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Close. That's close.
That's a critical there. And then
How the turntables?
how the turntables. This
I
one's
don't
going to
see your
attack.
rolls.
What?
I don't see your roll. Alright.
I'm GM rolling.
Oh, I see. Other rolls you did on the table. So
Yeah, you got a GM just in case you need to flub
Some
it.
of them. And then this one misses when I. Cool. So we just hit
Oh,
Manny.
what was it?
It was a 13, Nick. I know your AC is high.
It's the blue circle. You can click on my character.
Yeah, it's a big blue circle. Can't do anything. Yeah, it hits you, Manny, for this amount.
Oof.
Ooh.
It's more than I did on my crit.
What type of damage was it?
It was, I think it's piercing.
Because he's probably got resistance. He's raging.
Oh,
It
you're right.
Is
Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
And then, oh, there's a bonus damage
You
here
take half
as
that.
well.
Thanks, Nick. I actually would have forgotten that, so I appreciate that.
8 additional damage. This
Damn.
appears to be poison.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh no.
Oh, they're poison.
Manny changes his voice when he's rage. I
Alright.
like Manny's rage
Well,
voice.
he's got a bunch of fangs in his mouth now too. So
Yeah.
Any of us
Yours is different.
are any of us steel type? I think we need that to resist poison.
Damn.
I
Yeah,
am.
Lillian's
wouldn't-
turn.
I wouldn't resist the poison damage, so that sucks. Okay, that
No,
hurt.
You do not. Yep.
I will use my cunning action to hide.
How very cunning.
13.
I don't even know where he went.
I'm behind
Behind a
I'm
tent.
behind a tent.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that before you said I was stealthing.
You can see the
Like on the map.
On the
he
map,
is
I'm behind the tent. I'm already behind a tent. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna attack this one by Vera.
Okay.
Also, it doesn't super matter, because I'm gonna do sneak attack either way.
Yeah, you have advantage.
This gives me advantage. But no, I would do sneak attack because I have an ally within 5 feet.
Exactly.
Hey yo.
God damn it! Does a 12 hit?
No.
I do nothing.
Those muskets, man. Those balls
You
go flying random places.
definitely blow your cover when you do that.
Yeah, that's. I mean that is
You're
not
no
why.
longer hidden.
I'll go over here.
Okay.
Hold on.
Manny,
I'm gonna keep recklessly attacking. He's especially pissed off at this thing, so I'm gonna claw at it. 24.
That does hit, yeah.
11 points of damage altogether.
Okay.
And let's do it again. 20.
That also hits, oddly enough.
That is 6 points of damage altogether. Not as good as I'd hoped.
Okay.
This is one of the bigger hands, right?
It is, yep. And it is not doing great. Doing better than the one that was in the Cloud of Daggers, but it's still standing.
Mhm.
As well as a hand monster can stand.
Got it. Okay. Yep. I mean, I slash it. That's what I do.
Okay. Wenai, back to you.
Vera, we are friends. And I slash at the hand monster in front of me
Acknowledge our friendship.
Do it now!
with Tide Collar.
Yeah.
Does a 9 hit?
My friends are
No.
better at fighting than you.
Mean.
Mean.
My turn's over.
Yeah, it
He's
is.
just the super angry turtle man. Mean.
Vera.
I can move 30 feet, right? In a turn? Is that
Yes,
Probably.
you are
Up to your
engaged with an enemy.
You will take
But
an
yes.
attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Okay.
What ring did you or what finger did you put the ring on for this engagement?
My right pinky finger.
Oh, I
Manny,
bet
Manny, you take 14 points of psychic damage.
still
okay.
up.
I am going to
Worth
Eldritch
it.
Blast the one in front of me.
Okay.
I think you have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Wait,
Range
why?
spells, spells, and melee.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
Huh.
a Basically, yeah. If it's not a touch or a melee spell,
Yeah.
it'll be with disadvantage.
Within
at
5
Oh,
feet.
okay,
You
okay.
have disadvantage.
That's good to know. Never
Although
mind then. I will.
You
I
can
will
attack
not
with
do
your
that.
hexblade, right?
You have a scythe. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna just attack with my scythe.
There's a special. I think there's a whatever they're called.
Yeah. I didn't. It's good.
There is.
Yeah. No,
Eldritch
I'll just attack
Invocation
with
or
my.
something.
That's not gonna do it. I don't think.
Not on an 8.
Womp womp.
I mean, maybe this encounter is going to be deadly just because you guys are rolling very poorly.
You seem to be as
Yeah.
good as me.
I've already killed one. Yeah,
You're
that'll.
cloud.
Oh, that's my turn.
You just hear from Eddie. Me too, Vera. Nice.
All right, this one will attack Vera back.
Yeah.
Does a 13 hit
Nope.
your AC?
At
Cool.
least they're not rolling great too, so
I got critted against. Don't say that.
you're fine.
I am.
Speaking of
Fine.
which, let's go back to Michael. Does a 19 hit your AC?
It does.
Great.
Super does right now.
Here's the base damage, which is piercing, which is 7.
I will take. Does it round down? I take 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 8 more on the poison.
Fuck. That's so much poison.
Yeah, the
That's a
poison
lot. Like,
hurts.
it's rolling well on the poison too.
You know what's the great irony is I'm resistant to poison and they just haven't hit me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm immune to poison. They just haven't hit me. I'm just like.
26 is a
Greatly
lot of poison.
ironic.
Alright.
Yeah, it is. I think that's what makes it deadly.
Yeah,
Attacking
they can do
Wenai.
fucking-
I can help you, Manny.
So close.
That's right. I'll kill it next
Did you
turn.
get a 16?
I did.
Nice. Yeah.
That's so
close.
disappointing. Okay, Quintillion.
All right. I'm not going to hide this time. I'm going to blast this one again. Attempt to blast this one.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit.
A 15 does hit.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's 11 damage. 9 from my piercing, and then 2 sneak attack.
Yeah.
And then I would like to use Bardic Inspiration on...
I believe I believe it dies.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. got
Then
it.
I will use... Which one is healthier of the other two?
Amazed.
They're both looking pretty poor. I think that
I think I hit mine for 13 total.
you did.
then
I think
maybe-
that
then maybe.
I think that Michael hit his for a little bit more.
Oh, then I will use my cunning action to hide.
Okay, very cunning.
Yeah, I hit mine for 17.
Yeah.
I did that.
So the. Yep. Manny.
I'm gonna rip this thing in half. I'm gonna recklessly attack again.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
18.
That hits.
6 points of damage.
Oh, it's on its last legs.
I get to do it again.
Its last
13.
fingers.
Oh no, it's 16. 16. Sorry.
Yep.
And another 6 points of damage.
Tell me how you tear
Perfectly
this one
average.
apart.
So I mean, it's how does it been hurting me with poison? Can I ask? Like, what does that look like?
It's really gross, Michael. It's like from under the fingernail.
Oh
Ooh.
god. So it's, I imagine it's like when it attacks, it's like digging its fingernails into Manny.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like it has dug its claw in, and it just rips the finger out of the socket, like out of the joint, and it starts pulling them off like one at a time.
Oh
like,
my
with
god,
claws.
brutal.
Yeah, until it's
Gross.
just like a palm, and then
Yeah.
he crushes it with his hoof-like foot.
Dang.
Excellent work. Let me add that.
He'll move over to flank when I.
Okay,
Thank goodness.
that's what he
Hey,
needed.
friend.
Can't roll. Shit.
And it's his turn.
At least I haven't taken damage, Vera. And I swing Tide Collar again.
And he's
at
bleeding
this
profusely in front of
hand.
you.
Wait, didn't
Well-
you?
No, I haven't been hit once.
Oh.
Yeah, a 23 hits. Good thing you had
Alright.
that advantage there.
Good thing. 13 damage.
Tell me how you end this.
Nice.
So as I see Manny like come running by, I see him and I just get kind of a gleam in my angry eye and cut this hand right in half till it just splits down and falls to Manny's feet. His
Sick.
poisoned feet.
Nice work.
As that's happening, Vera says, "Technically, I gained a hit point from this from this battle."
Okay.
Quinn's gonna walk out from behind this tent where he was hiding. Well, now I'm very glad that we all pitched in equally to help in this this little scuffle. Go team!
I cleared out the turn order. That's not going to happen again. I'm going to remove these tokens and let you guys get on with your night.
Yeah, what time of night is it roughly, Anthony? Are we gonna get a full night's rest?
It's probably like 1 in the morning.
I can take a watch. I only need a short rest.
I think
Oh,
yeah. I think Vera like wipes the scythe on the actually didn't even use it. So she like looks around at the desolation and says, "Right, I'm going back to sleep."
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
throws herself back into her tent.
Manny, I mean, has to untransform, which is probably horrifying looking at.
He has to come down.
Yeah, what does that look like?
From this high? I think it's a lot of like it's spikes, these claws like receding into his hands, and then they leave kind of like bloody like dashes that are kind of quickly healing up, but like still like scabbed over. His fangs, again, kind of retract back into his head. His muscles kind of like slowly slump down, and he kind of slumps, and he's very hurt, so he's not having it. He kind of like picks himself up and walks back over to the fire. He goes, "Yeah, wake me up and let's if we can get a late start, I'd like that." And he crawls back into his tent, which is collapsed mostly at this point from him bursting out of it, as he goes to sleep on the other side. It's still up and pulls his blanket over him.
As
As
you say spikes retract, where are the spikes?
Well, I got claws. I imagine he actually gets some like on like a spine, like they kind of come down. But his like in this case, it was specifically the claws burst out of him. And I imagine they were not. What was it? Spike in X-Men? How they're kind of like I imagine they're not necessarily just growing out of his like fingers. It's just like his hands are covered in like large,
Yeah.
like
That's crazy.
erratic claws. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you are familiar with the children's book, The Gruffalo. Definitely getting
Ooh, it's-
Gruffalo vibes.
Gruffalo
Been a
vibes.
minute. Mark
Google.
Gruffalo vibes.
My Gruffalo vibes.
No, not Mark
Can I
Ruffalo.
rename my character?
Ruffalo is much different.
as Quinn
Yeah, it is very Gruffalo like. Now that I'm reminding myself. Yeah.
as Quinn walks past his tent, he's gonna take out a ration and just hand it like pass it to him. solemnly, because I don't have anything else to offer. But
Yeah, no healing word. Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
it's
Bye.
it's only 1d4.
I have 7 hit points left.
Fine. No, I mean we're going to sleep. I have no reason not to cast healing word on you twice.
I appreciate
True.
it. And I won't probably regain all my, or I can burn my, yeah,
Hit points, yeah.
my hit dice.
Or your
Hey,
hit
that was a
die,
max.
Yeah, hell yeah. 6 points.
And a 4.
That's
It's,
Like,
I'm
go
also
ahead,
rolling
sneak
sneak
in
attack
there.
damage.
Sneak
You're
attack
so sneaky.
Man, I'll take 10 points damage. Goes.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a whisper.
Thanks,
It's a-
Ben. Appreciate it.
I
I'll see you in
also
the morning.
did forget that I had that. In my head, healing word reads revive from 0 hit points, and that's it.
It's great
So-
for also you're going to sleep right now, yeah.
Yeah. So I think in the fiction, he's just gonna like start playing the lute, like a sweet lullaby on the lute, that will magically heal.
Yeah,
Manny.
you see like the poison gashes kind of start healing up, and maybe that's like the claw marks all over his body start start scabbing over, and yeah.
Right after Vera heads into her tent, One Eye is going to poke his head in and just say, "Look, some terrible things have happened, and there was witches. I'm sorry. You
Had to be
don't
said.
seem to act like the ones I've known, and you don't seem to sow dissent and chaos into those around you. I don't like them. I don't trust them, and I fear them. That doesn't mean I fear you." And he'll just kind of begin to slowly walk away.
Just she like kind of looks bemused at this, and then as he's like slipping away, she turns to Cathar, is like, "Do you think I'm gonna have a problem with him?" And then just like lets it hang there. But as he slips out, she kind of gives like a chuckle to a good-hearted chuckle to herself.
Does when I hear her
Yeah, I
talking
think so.
to her scythe?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Have you done it openly in front of us more than once?
Openly,
Several times.
you've observed. I think you guys have observed that in her like quiet moments that she talks to it, but I don't.
Okay.
It's not like
Okay.
every minute she's like speaking to it.
I just wanted to make sure this wasn't something that was like uncommon. That
No,
okay.
yeah,
Cool,
yeah.
cool.
I think when you ask that, you get sort of just like a neutral vibe.
Yeah. Vera's like, "I wasn't really asking, idiot."
The scythe gets hot in your hands.
Ouch, ouch, shit! I'm sorry.
The rest of the night passes uneventfully, unless anybody wants to do anything else before the night passes.
Can I roll maybe an Arcana check to see, having observed that fight, whether I get any whether I can get any understanding of whether those were tracking us or like had was that like random, or was there like anything magical going on that caused them to come after us in this?
Sure. I would give you your
Oh.
choice.
Oops. Wow. Just
That
took
was one of them.
Arcana.
That was one
Yeah.
of my
Okay,
options.
cool, 10,
Arcana. I think you get the vibe that you just sort of like intruded into these things' territory.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Not that they
Yeah.
were tracking.
Like there's
you.
something going on, but it wasn't. I can't tell if this was like planned or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Would we
Yeah.
be able to infer if the presence around here would mean that the major Bacchus city is perhaps still cursed?
That would be a solid inference to draw. Yes.
Yep. Okay. Cool. No, nothing else from Vera.
Okay.
I think from when I
Also going to bed.
Great. Good talk.
Sorry, I thought that was already established.
It was not. The rest of the travel is relatively uneventful, but once you get to here,
whoa.
it is going to be a lot
Nice.
harder for your horses to bring the cart up into the mountains.
Manny carries the horses.
One under each arm.
Yeah, basically.
That's very
Wanda, you
funny.
can carry the cart. Yeah.
I will definitely carry the cart.
Vera's
we
riding.
can deal with that.
Vera's
Yeah.
riding on a horse that Manny is carrying.
We can walk up the stairs. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, we leave the horses at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay. Do you tie them? Do you just leave them tethered to the cart?
We'll time to a tree.
I think we would, knowing that there's horrible hand monsters around, we
wouldn't tie
actually
them,
want to
yeah.
tie them. I don't know in this world what the expectation of a horse sticking around would be, though. Yeah, I don't know. I think we
Leave one tied, untie the other. Air to spare.
Air and a spare. Beautiful.
Mare and a spare, technically. But
Mare and a spare.
There it is.
yeah, took me all session. Damn it.
So before you, the southeastern mountain range of Styria stretches up, sort of forming these huge rocky outcroppings from the surrounding hillsides. And you see that there is a very old winding staircase that has been carved into the rock face. And thankfully, whichever house, probably Bacchus, carved these stairs was also kind enough to carve handrails. So it's not just some rickety winding stairs into the mountains. This is like a, OSHA approved. But you can see at the top here is a very large set of double doors that are sort of built into the side of the mountain.
Are there any feathers around?
Do we see the birds?
Perception check, please.
Dem birds. Duh birds.
19.
I think on a 19, you would look around and you would spot a telltale blue feather.
Well, shit. Here I was thinking we made pretty good time.
Well,
That's interesting that they would have been okay.
well, just
We
because
passed
they,
them on the road. I don't. What?
I think Vera says, well, just because they got here before us doesn't mean they'll leave before us.
Absolutely. And he pulls back the hammer on his.
Whoa.
Quinn's not a good guy.
I think Vera actually like sidles up to Quinn and it says, I have fond feelings for our two compatriots here, but something tells me they're of nicer disposition than the two of us. There is an alternate plan that we could do, which is why put ourselves in danger to get the mask when somebody could get the mask for us? And we can just take the mask from them. And she kind of
Manny
looks at,
Scratches that. He's like, "Do you think they can actually do it?"
better one person tries and finds out if they can or not first, no?
Well, the only thing I'm worried about is what if there's another exit to this temple?
Or if they fly away? I like the idea of not going into the scary mountain.
So I kind of assumed that Vera was whispering this to Quinn.
Yeah, I was, but it's okay.
Oh,
I
sorry,
mean,
sorry, I missed
No,
that.
no,
Manny,
it's
Manny
okay.
wouldn't chime in then. Yeah, that's fine.
Manny's just saying these things alone. Or like
like a reason to not go in the scary mountain. Oh, is that an insult?
Oh, that's fair.
Sorry, guys.
that was an indoor thought. No, but anyways, yeah, I think Vera's kind of, just kind of giving a telling glance
Yeah.
to Quinn.
I very
They
much,
kind, tipping their nose at each other, kind of thing.
I very much lack that plan. I just think we need to go in and guarantee that the mask gets found.
Lead the way, then.
Manny, I need you to lead the way. Manny, Wanai. Lead the way.
Doesn't the rogue usually lead? But, okay.
Who knows?
I'm not a sneaky rogue though.
trappy rogue.
He's a mastermind.
Not yet.
He's training to be a mastermind.
Yeah.
On his way.
The stairs are relatively winding and in somewhat disrepair, but you're able to make the ascent up to the top of the staircase relatively without issue. This. You hitting something?
He's
Manny
just
attacks the
sorry,
stairs.
My
Destroying
thing
the
is
mountain.
freaking out. My sheet's freaking out a little bit.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. And so are you. When you get to the double doors that are carved into the stone, they are slightly ajar.
Before we go in, Vera's going to take out the sending stone
Okay.
and is going to tap it to her forehead, and she's going to say, "Vadric, are you around?"
Vera, have you already got the mask? That was fast.
Oh, not quite. We have reached our destination. We ran into some hand trouble along the way, but nothing we couldn't handle.
Some hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, we had some hand combat. I'm just letting you know I'm about to enter a tunnel, so I'm probably going to lose reception. But I did want you to know that we had made it to the location and should have an update for you soon.
I appreciate the correspondence.
Okay, goodbye.
Best of luck.
I remember you saying when we were. Oh, actually, sorry. Before I hang up, she says, "Actually, one more thing. You did mention to us that there were either rumors or there was information that the mask and its location might be defended or protected. Don't happen to know what with, do you?"
If you remember.
I would expect fingers. He hands
That is a
up.
horrible phrase to have said out loud.
Fingers. Ooh.
800 years, couldn't think of anything better to say.
Well, yeah. All right. See you later, Vadric.
Hey, before we
And-
open this door, can I look for traps?
Yes. Great idea.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Ooh.
22.
Very good roll. No traps.
Damn.
The door was ajar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
And
I
I
think
think
we
with
opened
the 22, you also see like another feather. You can tell that this is the entrance that the beaks used as well.
I'll gladly enter.
I think we should.
All right.
Hang on, anyone have a bucket?
A bucket?
Yeah, I want to put a bucket over the door in case we're not the first ones to leave.
Like to
like
spill
cold water.
water on them.
Yeah.
Ooh, put tar in it because they're already feathered.
Oh,
Oh,
boy. Oh, boy.
God damn. How about
he's down now.
how about Manny puts a horse on top of the door so that
Just gonna set this up here.
This isn't
Perfectly.
This isn't Baldur's Gate where you just always have a bunch of explosive barrels in your inventory.
Sorry.
Unlock.
We didn't pick barrel Mancy.
No.
It's so dark.
If you zoom out, you can see that there's a spot for you to pop your tokens.
I don't.
I see it. It's on the
Oh,
far
there it is.
Yeah, it's on the left. You can see that the corridor you're in is made out of well-built stone, and relatively quickly it tees off. There are torches illuminating the corridors, and I'm going to, just to speed things along, I'm going to have you all just roll initiative now, so that
Okay.
if we encounter anything... here, let me open up the turn order.
I hate to see it.
Okay.
I'll be at the back of the party.
So we
Gotta
will...
select your token before you roll, Greg.
Well, I didn't have the turn order
It
thing
still
up
would
when
have.
you
It
did
still
that.
should have popped
Should
up.
still have done it.
Yep.
Okay. You want to roll again, Greg? With your token
Sure.
selected?
There you go. Exactly the same.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Okay, so this way,
What are
as we
the
encounter
odds?
things, we'll just keep this initiative order, so we're not constantly like,
Wander on.
yeah,
Yep.
Also,
I
like
like
a
it.
pretty decent marching order.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you approach this T junction, you can see that there are corridors leading to the left and right. And it looks like Wanai is going first. Make a perception roll.
12.
What's the visibility like in this place?
It is torchlit.
It's torchlit. Okay.
Does it
Yep.
look like the birds lit the torches, or were they lit before?
Ooh, good
They've
question.
been lit for 800 years.
It looks like they've been lit for 800 years.
Sick.
Just as Vadric remembers it.
Guys,
All
have a
right.
preference?
Choice is yours.
North or south? The air smells sweeter to the north.
Yeah, sweet
What is-
like rotting flesh.
My favorite.
Wanai, you're taking charge of this one.
Oh, actually, wait. I have a skill called Labyrinthian Recall, which is
Oh yeah.
typecasting. So it means I always know which way is north, and you have an advantage on survival checks to navigate or track. And I would like to track the bird folk's path.
Hey.
That's
Ooh,
very cool. I love that.
That's very cool.
Hell yeah.
I did bad. I rolled a 9.
You did.
Can I posthumously give him bardic inspiration?
Not gonna help much, probably. But
Not gonna help.
It's a D6.
It's not gonna get you there.
Okay.
Yeah, what did I get with my
Well-
12 of perception, by the way?
I revealed the areas
Oh, got it.
and the map.
well,
No, you cannot tell which way the birds went.
Head
Sorry.
north, guys. Because I don't... It's a 50-50.
yep, it's fine.
It is.
How much... Yeah, I was going to say, how much further do you want me to progress?
A bit.
Because we're just going to
It's a
keep...
door.
Yeah, keep trunching forward cautiously, mind you.
Yep. You get to a door, and this one is locked. It is made of stone, and it is looks to be the same make as the outer doors, so it is presumably quite thick.
Gwen, I don't think I can bash this one down. You might have to,
Yeah, let's
Here.
let's see what I can do.
What, are you gonna talk it open?
Thieves' tools check.
Does it have a lock?
It does have a lock.
17's
Yeah,
not bad.
he said it was locked.
Yeah, yeah. But I guess I was meant like
Oh.
there's something to pick or like.
17 to attempt to open this lock.
17 is not enough.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It is a strong lock, and you break your Skyrim lockpick.
Well, that's all. That's all I got.
Well,
Should we try to force it open, or just turn around?
how about you two boys try to give it a little push, and if it doesn't work, then we go the other way.
One pushes,
Yeah.
one pulls at the same time.
Yeah.
Sure. So can
Yeah,
we do?
I'm in.
How,
A strength
it-
check, maybe?
Yeah. How does it work with like if you're both doing something like one person's helping? Does that just give advantage?
Usually.
Why don't you, if more than one of you are going to try, just roll strength, and I'll do
Or
do
should we
it
roll?
cumulatively.
Should be athletics technically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
Jesus.
that's a big door.
12 and 10.
Yeah, it's
Does it
pretty
move
good.
at all?
It's starting to move. It looks like you might be able to get there with a third person.
Come on.
Who's feeling strong over there?
I can help. Is just a strength check?
Athletics.
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 I'm sure
You're
Vera is-
probably well. I'm okay. I'm okay. I have strength.
I have -1
No,
to
no.
athletics.
I rolled very poorly. I'm a weak.
All right,
frail
I'm gonna.
person.
I'll give. Quinn's gonna crack his knuckles. All right, everyone, stand back.
Gotta kick the door down. You break your leg.
Bro. Everyone, stand
I
back
don't think I've
now.
ever seen an actual zero roll.
That is the funniest thing that could have
Amazing.
possibly
And
happened.
it's so fitting.
Oh,
so fitting.
I'm gonna have this
a
fail
good character.
forward. I think that like with Vera helping, it was close to being able to push it, and then like Quinn cracks his knuckles,
Breaks
he
his
moves
back.
forward,
Farts.
he completely trips, and like he accidentally barrels his way into the door, and
God.
that was the push that it needed to just push the door open.
God, that's so funny.
Wow, that's funny as hell.
Just Scooby Dooed our way in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Super,
zero really
super
sent
did.
me. That is
That was very
extremely
funny.
good.
So good.
It's,
And I think the downside is I'm already in the room.
You're in the room.
and like
yeah.
prone or something.
Yes, you are.
Oh, cool. There's the God hand. We love
Oh,
that.
prone is a good. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
What do I got for
wait,
you?
can I slight change? He like cracks his knuckles. He's like, "All right, now it's my time to shine." And he goes to like push it, and just as he does, it just opens on its own. He just goes tumbling through.
He goes, yeah, Charlie Brown, like
Yeah, football
Yeah,
gets
just
pulled
Lucy's
away.
football. Yeah.
Amazing. Inside is a stone room. You can see that there is a small stone dais over on this. It's not my selector. Over in this corner, with a tapestry behind it, and in the middle of the room is another fucking hand monster.
Different like
Damn it!
Eldrazi hand.
It does look like an Eldrazi hand.
Oh, yeah, it kind of does.
Probably has a
Or
Annihilator.
actually, the horrible thing about it is it looks like it's taking its own flesh off like a glove.
Yeah.
And it's standing on that glove. I really don't care for this. This is
metal as
upsetting.
hell.
Has a, if that's the case, technically a normal amount of fingers.
True.
True.
That's
let me
even
roll initiative
scarier.
for this thing, but I'm guessing that it's going to be Weeknight first, unless I'm going to get an attack on poor Quinn for his poor roll.
Can I quickly are we just timing wise? I'm presuming we're not gonna finish the dungeon, but are we
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
This will probably be the last.
the
one
battle
here.
and then we'll take a pause. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, that works for me.
Let me get that in there. Okay. Yeah. Hey. There it is.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to give it an attack on Quinn, and it is going to attack you for... Wow, it really just
It looked like one of
crams
his
all
attacks.
all the stats together. I think it has like a little bit of red glowing energy around it, kind of like you're seeing in the token there. It will attack you. Oh man, my your crit fail is met by my crit fail.
Oh
it, it stumbles forward, and it misses its attack on you, and kind of like lands awkwardly on the other side of you.
It was so surprised. It was changing, and it was so surprised. And so we barged into its room.
It has one of its fingers covering its cleavage, and the other one covering its nethers. It's your turn.
This thing moves like it's
Yeah.
got two left hands.
Oh, when I will move behind it, and as I see it clumsily, move past Quinn, take a swing with Tide Caller. 9. Oh no, 23. I have advantage.
23 does hit.
That's 12 slashing and 2 and no rage. I'm not raging. Just 12 slashing.
Yeah, you kill it immediately.
Ooh.
Oh.
Effective.
Nice. Just as I always planned. That was my plan all along.
He says,
that-
sitting on his ass.
Yeah.
And, wasn't very hardy. Do like waves ripple as I slash my weapon?
Maybe.
I like to think
Maybe.
they do.
Bubbles appear.
No, I'm not using water gun, alright?
Yeah, it's bubble beam.
Okay. Anything else in this room before we...
Yeah.
Good, that
I'll go check
dais
out. Yeah, the
thing,
dais. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll Arcana for this, or what's the right? What would be the right? Just to investigate what this is, or
Guard the door.
Investigation.
all right. That seems. Kind of. Wait, I rolled the wrong thing.
19.
11.
19.
I dabbed for the viewers couldn't see, but I did dab.
Unfortunately, he did dab.
You you
Despite everyone's recommendation.
you broke your leg. You tumbled into the room, and then you dabbed
Yeah.
Joke's on you, who's dabbing before he even
the
entered
whole
the
time. Yeah.
he
room. The whole
hits
time.
he hits the Fortnite loser dance.
In his legs out.
Yeah.
Quinn, where'd you learn to gritty?
Quinn's doing
Can I
the
have
gritty.
the other two make investigations
Sure.
as well?
I'm not investigating. Yeah.
Very well.
Zero
was
zeros.
I'm
Your
watching the
mind
door.
melts.
Oh my god.
I rolled 2 1s and I have a -1, so I got
That I
Cannot
didn't think that could
comprehend.
happen.
That's so unlikely.
Wow. Vera, you're not able to tell much. The tapestry looks like it's mostly like geometric patterns.
Is there any writing on it?
There isn't any writing. However,
Hmm.
Quinn, you are able to tell that I think you're like a little bit shorter than Vera, right?
Yeah.
I think that like kind of from the angle that you're at, the shape of the dais kind of like hits at the right angle against the tapestry, and you can kind of tell that there's something behind it.
I think this might move.
We're not gonna try that shit again.
Hey, Manny, can you feeling strong?
Oh, it's just a tapestry, Quinn. You really just have to. It's not very hardy.
Joe might not know what a dais is.
Oh no, you thought you were talking about the tapestry.
Oh, okay.
You just want me to move this?
Yeah, I think if you can, I mean.
Anthony, does this look like I could move it?
It is a woven tapestry.
Quinn,
None of us know what a dais.
Quinn, yeah, Manny
A
just
dais-
Manny just tears it down. Like,
Yeah.
Do
A
I need
dais-
to roll?
Joe, a dais is a raised platform.
Ah, yes, okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
I learned some. I think I do that. I'm sure I do that at one point.
Manny tears down the tapestry, but actually, maybe before, Manny wants to see? Does this look like it's valuable?
This looks
Because
like
people
an
are less careful.
this looks like an older artifact. This looks like it's worth probably 400 silver.
Okay, so Manny doesn't rip it to shreds. He tries to more gingerly take it down, recognizing it might be valuable.
Yeah.
Requires
Yeah,
silver
and
to
behind it is a secret passageway.
Mm.
Ooh.
The way the map generator works is it just blanks it out completely. But yeah, there's a secret passageway leading there. So there is more to this dungeon than there appears, because there's a secret passageway in it. that you've
Because there's a
already
bunch of black
found.
space on the screen.
It's marble.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
And that is where we will end for the evening. Thank
stuff.
you all for listening. Follow us on socials, and
Like
we'll
and
be
subscribe.
back. We'll be back in like 2 weeks with this again, I think.
Yeah, and probably on Thursday.
No,
Hopefully.
not this or on a yeah. We're gonna try to get back to our Thursday schedule.
Yeah.
I think I meant this Thursday, which we are
No,
actually
no,
not
no,
playing.
no, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. At Weeknight
Weeknight
Wizards.
Wizards.
On all 3.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you next time.